see you.
Scott, how would you kind of how'd you talk about how'd you consider the round? Now you got me thinking differently.
You need to go look it up. It was wild.
Just to assess your round.
It was a solid day. Nice to get off to a good start, birdie the first hole. So playing a lot different than it did the last couple of days with the complete opposite wind direction as we played. So did a good job on the par fives that I didn't do the first few days, and that was kind of the goal, and kind of manage it from there. Even when I got out of position, I put myself in spots where I could get it up and down, and there's just a lot of some pins that if you don't have the perfect club, man, it is really hard to get it close or even like on the right section of the green. So I was happy with the way I handled it, and nice to make par from a really bad position off the tee on 18, and look forward to tomorrow.
In your list of goals, where would you rank making it to East Lake?
I mean, that was my number one goal to start the year. And, I don't know, statistically, FedEx Cup, whatever, financially, I mean, this is definitely the best year of my career. And, I'm very cognizant of that. So, a lot of the goals that we set in Napa, I've achieved. And, being in contention, kind of creating some variance within my game as far as, when I am playing well, kind of sneak up there a little bit closer there towards the lead. And just hadn't really, had that Sunday great round. I've had a lot of, 1 under, 2 under, even pars, stuff like that. And so kind of pull back on some of that experience that I've had throughout the course of the year, and, look forward to being out there tomorrow. It looks like basically we're going to have the same day as we did today. So
it's a really stacked leaderboard. Do you have something to prove tomorrow?
I've done a lot of good things to get to this point, and the way I handle myself today and the situation of all the stuff that we're dealing with, playoffs and Rory and crazy fan and all this stuff, I felt like I handled myself. I don't have anything to prove.
What's been so different this year than other years recently? Why do you think you've had your best year?
I mean, we just Hunter's been a huge part of our team, and just kind of everyone kind of got together in the off season and kind of created. I mean, this is my 12th season, and starting to look at. Not like we're on the back end of a career, but as far as to create a little bit more opportunity, I was going to be the guy that, the way that I was playing and kind of the way that I managed my game throughout, I was going to be that 100th on the FedEx Cup. Never really pushed the gas, never really, played aggressive enough, and when I was given the situation, and so the kind of the idea of 2022 was to create some variance, and instead of trying to be the same person week in, week out, kind of go with a little bit more aggressive game plan, and when a course matched up or conditions matched up to kind of what I do best in my game, and kind of building a plan from there.
One more last question. When you went and played last night down the road, did you work on anything that you wanted to, you talked about wanting to play more, and that's how you work on your game. Were you working on anything or just kind of having some fun?
No, we were just having some fun, but it was funny. We were playing with a couple of the caddies and a member that's over there, and I was looking real average real quick, hitting some kind of loose shots here and there, and next thing you know, they said, y'all want to have a little match, and one of the caddies that caddies for Denny McCarthy, the very first hole of our little match, he's like, boys, the lights just came on. And I made a few birdies, and so we had a good time. But I prefer to work on my game like that. I'm not a range guy. I understand there's a time and a place, and I'll probably even go hit a couple just to kind of cool down tonight. But it was a fun afternoon, kind of get away from here and, kind of enjoy the game. And that place is incredible, and they've been an unbelievable host to us this week, not as well as here as well.
How often do you do that during a tournament?
Not very often. It kind of depends on the experience and kind of where we're going, and the idea of throwing on some shorts and sitting in a golf cart riding around hitting a few shots. I mean, I don't know what order of holes we played, but they were not in the correct order. Basically told the guys that as soon as we start waiting, I'm done. And so I think we made it 14 or 15 holes and packed it in, and it was time for dinner for everybody.
Thanks, Scott.